see me, I look like bugs. Pound my friends in a big black truck. I'm Vanessa, I like salsa, I'm a dancer, you pay fees for my big show in Ibiza, for my leisure. I don't do arguments in my relationships, I'm lit. You don't want me standing on this, then say something, I'm rich. It don't make no sense how I make this, I'm lit. I don't do two-face unless the face card on my wrist. She ate, she ate away. She ate, 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 she ate, she ate away. Take my keys, I'm not going home. Please stop blowing up my celly phone. Take my keys, I'm not going home. Please stop blowing up my celly phone. She ate, she ate, she ate away. 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 She ate, she ate, she ate away.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start with a run by Tracy. There he goes, right side. He may go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he's got some space here. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 43. Play action. Now Jackson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, the Ravens at 7-1 now on the year. And they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And as much as we hate to play this game, you know I'm going to do it anyway. Extrapolate that over a full season. What does that come out to, partner? 14-2. And anyone in the NFL, they'd sign up for that record, that's for sure.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here's Jackson.
Open man left side. Shaheed has it.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. To throw again is Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Isaiah Likely,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Tracy going to get it on 1st down.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Now this defense for the Ravens, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To throw is Murray. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Jackson from the shotgun. And Walker has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You talk about this Giant defense. Now, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Jackson now. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Jackson will throw again. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, Jackson. Dancing to his left. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Go. Go.
They'll run with Mitchell. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Mitchell again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point hung the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Big ace. Green. Two.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But with the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Hey, middle.
To throw is Jackson. Finds his man over the middle. It's Likely. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Isaiah Likely, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll run on first down. Baker. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Murray now to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Now the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in this second quarter.
And a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
No, we changed it.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker. Second down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Giants' 33-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Jackson to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Edwards. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Isaiah Likely on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
From the gun, Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Omaha, Omaha.
A final shot before half for Murray. Steps away to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. The slot man in motion right. Jackson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. And here's Ryan Wright now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Murray off play action. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. 38 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 2.
No, we changed it. 13. Shut up.
Right back to Mitchell here. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Here's 3rd and 10.
It's not. We change it. Go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Murray now. Flush to his right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
To throw, it's Murray. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Now Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
A 4-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 14 at the 39-yard line.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Jackson. And that will be incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. And
oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely.
Told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Ozzie, sit up.
Throwing to start the drive. Jackson firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 2nd and 10. Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Edwards. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Report.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's Edwards again. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Mitchell. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Hey. You at X. Shut up!
He'll try again. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. In motion, the tight end. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his big tight end here.
And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And it's caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Murray going to throw. Being chased out left. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Murray. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Push. Hey.
Throwing again, Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Again, they'll throw with Murray.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. To throw is Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Hyatt goes in motion left. Now Murray. Hyatt there to grab it. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. 2nd down and a yard.
Come on.
Here's Murray. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. It's been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
You change it.
Another run with Mitchell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
13.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And taken right at the 35. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught at the 25. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Murray now to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Running left, here's Mitchell. And some room to work. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense